Tonight, we're hearing from the mom of a woman killed in a drug overdose. Just days after a judge sentenced the person who sold her daughter drugs laced with a deadly dose of fentanyl.
44-year-old Marie Vasquez pleaded guilty to distribution of fentanyl and received a 25-year prison sentence. A judge also sentenced her boyfriend, 42-year-old Clyde Richardson, to 25 years in December for the same charge.
Jasmine Lee spoke with the victim's mom, who says while the grief never really goes away, she believes this sentence brings a measure of justice for her daughter.
She got justice, and I have never been so happy about something.
A smile in the picture, a life forever frozen in time. For 3 years, Cindy Borders says she fought for this moment, for accountability in the overdose that took her 36-year-old daughter, Ashley Beasley, in 2023.
That's all we wanted, was to get those two off the street. And they don't ever need to come back off of the street.
But grief, she says, doesn't appear with a sentence. It lives with her every day. She was the one who found Ashley unresponsive in her bedroom, a moment she says changed her life forever.
I'll have it the rest of my life. There'll be days, that you just, can't function.
But Borders believes her daughter's death was not in vain. She points to a decline in fentanyl deaths since the two dealers were arrested and says that gives her peace.
Her purpose, what happened to her, has saved a lot of lives.
She says Ashley was 3 years clean before a relapse and had no idea fentanyl was mixed into the drug she bought. Now Borders holds on to memories, her daughter's laugh, her big blue eyes, the way she never left the house without mascara.
Her life mattered. It still mattered. Regardless, she made things happen.
A mother's grief still present, but now so is a sense of justice. Reporting in Houston County, Jasmine Lee, 13 WMAZ News.
Cindy Borders also says the family will fight to keep the dealers behind bars if they are ever eligible for parole.
Getting fentanyl off the streets has been a top priority for Georgia lawmakers. The Fentanyl Eradication Act revised trafficking thresholds and mandatory minimums, setting the consequence to having just 1 ounce of fentanyl to 35 years in prison and a $750,000 fine. The House is currently considering an amendment that would place stricter penalties on those caught with an opioid.
The state also expanded access to life-saving Narcan. You can request a free Narcan kit online. All public schools now have opioid reversal drugs on campus, and local police departments are trained to administer Narcan in necessary situations.